All right, I'm here to answer the age-old question. How do you get people to actually buy your stuff on Etsy? How do you get more sales? How do you get your items to convert more often than not? So today I'm going to give you the best tactics to get people to buy your stuff uh, in a couple of steps. Most people are underutilizing Etsy. They're not using it in the best ways to get people to buy their stuff. They're missing a lot of opportunities, and a lot of people aren't doing these things. And I'm going to give you a bonus strategy that's working extraordinarily well. So stay with me. All these are going to be good, but this bonus strategy is going to be really freaking good to helping you get more sales in your shop. So the main thing that we have to consider is when people are finding you in search, when they're searching for your stuff, the main thing that gets them to buy is going to be the images and videos. And a lot of people are just underutilizing these. They're not done effectively, and they're missing opportunities in how they're showcasing their items. So I'm going to dive into some photo opportunities first, with that bonus strategy in there. And then we're going to talk about video as well, because that's even more important now that Etsy has rolled out the 2 video slot option for most sellers. I think in the US, internationally, it's not there for everyone yet. So just keep that in mind that it is coming. You'll have 2 video spots. So the first thing I'm going to go through is the photos, right? When you're looking at listings, when you're clicking into listings, you have now 20 photo spots, which is a lot. This person has 2 photos. So they're missing opportunities, and this listing is still doing okay, still doing pretty good, even with those missed opportunities. But imagine how good it would be doing if they utilized all their photos. So this is the Etsy Seller Photo Guide. This is part of one of the many things that I have inside the Etsy games. Inside the classroom, we have brand new AI automation section. Tons of automations here to automate your Etsy business. 100% automate your social media, automate POD, automate a lot of different stuff. Not to mention an amazing community of like-minded sellers to get that support, motivation. So there's a link below if you guys want to take advantage of that. It's not going to cost you thousands of dollars, just a couple of bucks to join. All right, so the photo guide here. So these are some good things to keep in mind, some good options, because a lot of people are like, well, 20 photos is a lot. And a lot of people make the mistake, they just upload 20 different angles of their product. That's not using the photo slots effectively. There's a lot of different things that you can do besides just uploading your item in different angles. So here are some couple of examples for. So core product photos. Obviously, you definitely want to have your core product photos. So hero shot, clean, well lit, white or neutral background. A lot of people mess this up. They do busy backgrounds. They have a lot of crap in their backgrounds. It just takes away from the image. When people are searching in Etsy, they're looking at a bunch of different listings, right? So if you have a busy background where people can't see what it is really fast, they're going to keep scrolling. You want to stop the scroll. Your image needs to be front and center. Think of it like a billboard. Your image, your product needs to be 90% of that picture. If your image is small and there's a lot of other junk there, it's going to take away from it. So that's really important. Multiple angles, of course, is important. Front, back, side, depending on the product. Obviously, if it's a piece of art, you're not going to show the back of it. That makes no sense. Detailed close-up, scale or size reference. A lot of people need to visualize how big the item is. So not your main picture, but in one of your other pictures, if you put it beside a soda can or a coin, like people know how big those items are. They can easily visualize a size. Because telling someone that the item is 4 inches, but a lot of people can't visualize that. A lot of people don't know how big 4 inches is. Variation, so you can show all the colors, styles, options in like a collage type photo if you do variations. Lifestyle and context photos, so make them imagine owning it. So in use, showing it in use, demonstrable, right? Styled scene, so your product in a real life setting. Problem solution photo, before and after. This is really great. This also makes great video concept too. Target audience photo, style for your ideal customer, teacher, pet owner, bride. Gift or holiday setting, so ready to gift packaging or seasonal backdrop. Social proof. So this is a big one. This is one of the main things that's working extraordinarily well right now is social proof. So a customer photo collage, real buyers using your product, a screenshot or overlay of top review quote, behind the scenes, certificate, safety, material, authenticity badge, packaging, photo. So the customer testimonials, reviews that you have, it doesn't even have to be for the same product, just showing that people are happy with what they're buying from you. Reviews go a long way. So you want to add that as a social proof picture. Add it as a picture here. People aren't always going to scroll down and see these reviews. So adding those testimonials inside the photos when people are just scrolling through here is really important. Now the question is, well, how do you add nice photo, or how do you do it? So amazingly enough, with the rise of AI, we can do this really easily where it looks awesome. So you have a couple of different things. You can scroll down here, take screenshots of your good reviews that you want to use, and then we can use ChatGPT with a prompt to create amazing testimonial photos, which I'm going to go through right now and show you guys. The other thing that you can do, kind of as like a pro tip here, if you go into your shop and you basically click on settings, options, and then download data, you can scroll down here and download your reviews. So you can do it that way too. You can download a CSV file of all your reviews, so then you can kind of just work from a spreadsheet if you want to do it that way. But what we're going to do is use ChatGPT to do this. So first and foremost, we want to just take our screenshots. I have 3 reviews in here. I'm just going to paste the reviews in here. And then we are going to use a prompt that I created, which is specifically for this, very in-depth prompt here to make sure that we can have the best picture possible. I'll include the prompt inside my Etsy Games community, where I have all the AI stuff inside here, inside the AI automations, tons of prompts and automations here. That's where I'll put this, just because there's a lot to it. But basically, we want to do the prompt, and then we just want to hit enter, and then it's going to start creating the image. It's going to ask, the prompt is designed in a way to ask you questions about your brand. So we just go through and answer these questions. So 1 through 8, so it can create the best output possible. This is what's important. We don't just want AI to do it. We want to tailor it to what we're doing. So we're going to go through and answer these questions. What is this product or listing for? We'll just do gym shirts. 2, who is a target customer? People who work out. 3, what style should the image match? Modern, cozy, luxury, minimalist. We'll just do modern. I don't really care. 4, what brand colors? Whatever you think, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter for my brand right now. It doesn't have to be that specific. Do you want to upload a photo? No, because that one's cool because you can upload an actual photo of your product to use inside the listing. If it is for a specific product. If you have reviews that are not for that specific product that you want to use, then I wouldn't do the mock-up in there. Should the image feature only reviews or products? So let's just do reviews. This one's only to be reviews. The product, if you do it with a product though, it does look really good. What's the main buying hesitation that this image should overcome? Quality, sizing, speed, comfort. Let's just do quality, because there's a lot of crappy quality shirts out there. And what feeling should the image create? Let's just do trust. And then we hit enter, and then it's going to go through, analyze the listing reviews, and then create hopefully an amazing social proof image here. All right, here we go. Here's the image, loved by gym goers, and then it has the actual pictures from the review. I'd probably take those out, but it has the reviews in here. Quick shipping with little badges. Yeah, this is awesome. It looks very professional, very well done. Again, you can include your actual product in here with the reviews surrounding it, whatever you want to do, but the prompt is laid out so you can use it however you want to use it. But this is the number one thing you can do to help with conversion. Social proof is so powerful, and most people are underutilizing the social proof in their listings. So just make sure you guys are doing that. That's your super pro tip. All right, so a couple of final things here just to keep in mind is informational and informational and utility photos. So dimension, chart, or overlay with clear measurements. That's important depending on what you're selling. How to or care instructions. Informational type photos do really well. Assembly or installation steps, showing that it's easy. What's included in the box. shipping deadlines, turnaround, or details. Like if you're close to like holidays and stuff, you can use an image for deadlines. And then niche specific inspiration. So jewelry, macro of class for model scale, layering ideas, skincare, texture, smear, application zones, home decor, room view, close up, digital products, mock up, in use on screen, preview pages, editable fields, apparel, front, back, model shots, fabric detail, fit on multiple body types. So how it's fitting on people that are skinny, people that have, extra weight. So showing the different body types so people can visualize how it's going to fit and look on them. So those are some Etsy photos guide, which again, that is this full guide. There's some additional information on here that's inside my community. The other thing that I wanted to touch on really fast is the video. So video, again, you can do 2 videos now. A lot of people are just underutilizing this, not even doing 1 video. So I touched on this in a previous video recently, but I'm gonna go through it really fast for you guys. So you guys have some ideas. So the first video that you use should be a close-up of your product so people can see the detail of it. They can see what it is exactly. You don't want to waste time showing your brand logo or showing something that doesn't represent the item, because people are going to move. You have like 1 second to capture their attention. So you want to capture that attention with the product, with the thing that they're looking for. They're hovering over it. So showcase your product, right? The second video doesn't have to be of the close-up of your product. It can be something else. So here are some ideas that you can utilize for your first or second video to take it to the next level. So the first one, product in use, natural setting. So being worn, used, styled in real space. That's a good idea. Being made or assembled. This is good for like a second video, showing the item actually being made. So you're a real person making the item. Packaging and unboxing. So this is good. Shows how it's shipped. People ordering stuff as gifts. They want to make sure it's not going to be delivered in a trash bag. So this is good for a second video. Scale and size reference. So showing it, in a room or showing it next to something that people know how big it is so they can visualize it. 360 all angles rotation on like a Lazy Susan, something like that. That works really well for a first video. Texture, detail, close up, like I already talked about, that works really good for a first video. Function in action, opens, fold. So if your item moves or they interact with it, that can make for a great first video as well. So showing the item being used or in action, variations, color options, that would only be like a second video if you really want to do it like that. Before and after, this is great for like it can be a first video if it's close up enough, or a second video. So the before or after, if your item solves a problem or presents a really good solution, the before and after video works really, really well. And then last, if you have digital products, you can show the pages, editable fields, being printed out in a printer to show that it's easy to print out and looks great. So showcasing that. So that's it, guys. Those are for photos and videos. Those are the next level hacks that are working really well right now that people just are not doing. I know it's more work. I know it's more time, but that's what sells your item. If you're not doing that, you are missing a lot of opportunity, and your conversion's probably a lot lower than it should be. If your conversion's decent and you're not doing this, your conversion could probably be so much better if you start doing this. So it's really a win-win situation if you guys start interjecting this stuff in your listings to help sell your item. So that is it. Hopefully that helps you guys out. I'll be back soon with some more good stuff for you. Have an awesome rest of your day.